Robert Heinlein was born in 1907. This book surfaced after his death, and it is the very first book he ever wrote. Written in 1938 or 1939, it's an interesting take on life so long ago, and in some ways, not that much different from the times that we are living in right now. The first book of his, and it might be the only book of his besides this one I just read, was Stranger in a Strange Land. I think I read it probably in 1967, 1968, around in there. I was probably 16 or 17 years old. For those of you who know or have read Robert Heinlein, I did just do a quick search on correct way of saying his name, and that's what popped up, is you'll be interested to see the roots of where he began writing from. For those who are not familiar with Robert Heinlein, you will notice that not all that much has changed. He is futuristic. He's always written under the sci-fi genre. His take and ideas of what the future will hold. This book, I think, takes place in 2086. I hope I got that correct, which right now we are not so far from. But the most interesting part to me is the fact that this is a published book of a man born in 1907. You will find that people really haven't changed all that much. The author questions things as they are in his time, the relationship between men and women, and really what is it all about. But he is also very futuristic thinking in this story and goes into detail about different things. Without saying too much more, it opens where the subject of the book has an automobile accident, and when he comes to, he is in another time period. Now, I read this on my Kindle, so it was a Kindle edition of the book, and at the end of the book, there's quite a bit about the man Robert A. Heinlein, which I found interesting. He was born in Missouri, but it seems that he spent most of his life in California. And you will learn all about his ambitions and what he did in order to make a living. I don't think writing books was his first choice, but as he lived his life and was trying to find a way of paying the mortgage, he ended up being a sci-fi writer. He even made a run in politics. But if you're interested in the man, this is the book you want to take a look at the end of the story.